It was just past 9 p.m., and the December wind howled down Maple Street like a warning. The street lamps flickered in protest, casting broken shadows on the cracked pavement. Tom Andrews gripped his daughter's mittened hand tighter as they stepped out of the grocery store, bags swinging at his side. "Daddy, it's cold," said Lily, her voice muffled by the scarf wrapped up to her nose. "I know, sweetheart. We'll be home soon," Tom replied, forcing a smile. He was a single dad, widowed at 34, raising a 6-year-old with more heart than most adults he knew. As they turned the corner, Tom saw a small shape curled up on the bench outside the closed library. A teenage girl, no older than 15, knees to her chest, arms wrapped around a backpack, her lips trembling with each breath. Tom slowed. So did Lily. "Why is she there, Daddy?" Lily whispered. Tom glanced at the girl again. She looked tired. Frightened. Invisible. He wanted to keep walking. It wasn't his problem. He had enough on his plate, 3 jobs, overdue rent, and a daughter who needed him present and healthy. He couldn't afford anyone else's burdens. But Lily didn't move. She kept staring. And then she asked, softly, the words that would change all 3 of their lives. "Can she live with us, Daddy?" Tom froze. "Sweetie, we don't even know her." "But we have a couch," Lily said. "You always say we should help people when we can." They approached slowly. Tom knelt beside the girl. "Hey. You okay?" She flinched, eyes wide. Then nodded slowly. I'm just waiting for morning." "Where's your family?" Tom asked gently. The girl swallowed hard. "Gone. It's just me now." "What's your name?" "Emma." Tom looked into those eyes, so young, but already tired of life. He stood up, hesitating, then glanced at Lily. She looked back at him with that fierce innocence only a child can carry. They brought Emma home that night. At first, it was just a night. Then a weekend. Then 2 weeks. Tom called social services, expecting they'd take Emma in. But her case was complicated. Foster homes were full. There was talk of shelters. So, for a while, she stayed. Emma was quiet, almost ghost-like. She didn't eat much, didn't speak unless asked. But Lily followed her like a shadow, drawing her out with crayons and stuffed animals. Tom noticed how Emma began brushing her hair, folding her borrowed clothes neatly, and whispering, "Thank you," each night before bed. Then came the snowstorm. The roads were shut. Schools closed. Power flickered. They lit candles and ate cold soup, huddled under blankets like campers. Lily made up stories. Emma smiled. That night, as they lay on the floor beside the fireplace, Emma whispered, "I haven't felt warm in a long time." Tom didn't answer. But he placed another blanket over her and squeezed her shoulder gently. Weeks turned to months. Emma got a part-time job at the bookstore. She helped Lily with her homework. She started laughing, really laughing. But one day, while doing taxes at the kitchen table, Tom saw the number. He was broke. Keeping up the house, caring for 2 children, and working non-stop, he was stretched thin. He sat in silence, the weight crushing him. Emma noticed. "You okay?" Tom didn't lie. "I might lose the house." She said nothing. But the next morning, she was gone. Left a note, "Thank you for everything. I won't be a burden anymore." Tom panicked. He called every place he could think of. Drove in circles for hours. Finally, he found her at the library bench. Back where it all began. "Why?" he asked, breathless. Emma's eyes welled. "I didn't want to ruin your life. You gave me more than anyone ever has." He knelt, taking her hands. "You're not ruining anything. You saved mine. You gave Lily a sister. And you reminded me what it means to care." 3 weeks later, after a local reporter heard their story, a fundraising campaign went viral. Strangers donated. A lawyer helped Tom adopt Emma officially. The town rallied behind them, proof that humanity isn't dead. Just waiting to be asked. Now, every night, there are 3 plates on the dinner table. Emma laughs easily. Lily calls her M. And Tom? He finally sleeps well, because his house is full, not of riches, but of family. Sometimes the greatest miracles come not from grand gestures, but from a child's simple question. Can she live with us, Daddy? And a heart brave enough to answer, yes. Compassion isn't about having enough, it's about giving enough of what matters most: love, shelter, and a chance. Sometimes the smallest voices call us to our greatest purpose.